While he has seen the highest of the highs and lowest of the lows in his 13-year-old career yet, there's no denying that Ranbir Kapoor is one of the best pure actors working in the Hindi film industry today.
इतना करके सोचती होगी, oh my god, आज तो बहुत crazy कर लिया मैंने.
Starting off with the typical rom-com path that had become the tried and tested formula for newcomers to become potential superstars, Kapoor didn't waste a lot of time in that zone, venturing into more unorthodox and riskier projects that would eventually go on to cement his legacy as one of the country's finest actors to date.
वो तुम्हें छोड़ के चला जाएगा, मैं कह रहा हूँ, वो तुम्हें छोड़ के चला जाएगा. फिर मेरे पास मत आना, मैं बहुत busy होने वाला हूँ.
With that in mind, we now take a look at some of the best on-screen character portrayals by Kapoor and rank them based on their impact upon release. Again, we've based this list primarily on the characters played by Kapoor himself, so the actual movie does not get a lot of points in this list. With that out of the way, this is Amir, and here are 5 best characters played by Ranbir Kapoor. Number 5, Samar Pratab in Rajniti.
हमारा नाम समर प्रताप, सबसे छोटे हैं हम और आप सबको प्रणाम करते हैं.
If there was a BC-AD like timeline divider in Ranbir Kapoor's career, it would surely be this film. Rajniti, which was heavily inspired by the ancient Hindu epic Mahabharata, depicted the political struggle within a powerful family of India and how the youngest heir gets sucked into this world despite being a PhD student in the US.
Sir, you cannot do this!
Before Rajniti, while we had scarcely seen glimpses of seriousness the actor could bring to his otherwise cartoonish roles, Samar provided a full-fledged mature character for Kapoor to play on-screen for the first time. Unlike his characters before, Samar was not the typical good guy Ranbir had played who gets to come of age, romance the girl, or beat up the goons. He was a flawed protagonist, that is, if you can call him one, who had his own demons to battle and dark secrets to hide. At that stage in his career, it's honestly an achievement to share the screen with legitimately some of the greatest actors of all time and not come out looking like a total waste, let alone successfully holding your own in the movie.
इन 3 दिनों में पुलिस कस्टडी में उसको या मेरे परिवार के किसी भी व्यक्ति को किसी भी तरह की दुर्घटना में कोई भी आघात पहुंचता है तो मैं ये समझौता तोड़ दूंगा.
Commendably, Ranbir took a composed approach to bring this soft-spoken yet conniving character to life, an approach that immensely fueled his film choices later on in his career.
अब डाकू का धर्म क्या होगा? बोल.
Number 4, Murphy Johnson, aka Barfi, in Barfi. Although on the surface it looked like it, this Anurag Basu directorial was far from being your typical rom-com Bollywood flick. It was instead a story depicting incomplete people who somehow came together to make something complete. The film's lead Barfi, who was a deaf and mute character, was heavily inspired by silent comedy legends Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton, so it made sense that the character was born with the disabilities that he did.
कोई पूछे तो बोलता.
But his disabilities were not even what defined Barfi as a character. It was actually his charming personality and an overtly optimistic approach to difficult situations that made this character so likable. To take up such an unconventional role, where the lead actor had to quite literally let his emotions speak for him, was indeed a very risky decision at that time. But what we ended up witnessing was a truly heartwarming performance by Kapoor, who wasted no time taking us through this range of emotions, from laughing at his Chaplin-like obnoxious escapes to getting our own hearts broken seeing him silently break down in front of his love interest. It's a testament to the actor playing the role of a mute who is still able to successfully tell us exactly what he's feeling at any given time in the movie. Number 3. Wait for Tamasha.
इतनी फाइट मार के तो यहाँ आया हूँ जब मुझे कोई नहीं जानता. मैं कोई भी हो सकता हूँ, कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ, किसी को पड़ी नहीं डॉन.
Wait, perhaps, is the most complex character Kapoor has ever played on screen because of how Tamasha as a film unfolds. We see 3 aspects of Wait throughout the film. A corporate robot who has nothing even remotely resembling a personality going for himself. An outright freebird who could care less about the rest of the world just to have some good time for himself. And finally, a frustrated individual who is a byproduct of the clash between his own aspirations and what he's expected of.
हाँ, तू जानती है मैं कौन हूँ और कोई नहीं जानता. मेरे घर वाले, मेरे दोस्त, मैं खुद नहीं जानता, मगर तू 7 दिन कोर्सिका में तू पक्का जाननी है कि मैं कौन हूँ.
Wade was not bipolar, for those wondering, as the director himself confirmed in an interview with Film Companion, which makes playing this character all the more harder because the actor couldn't just switch off one personality to play the other. Wade was the guy experiencing these emotions, and he was in total control of himself throughout. Tamasha is a deep nosedive into Wade's head, so don't expect this to be a caricaturish performance that just touches the surface of his psychology. What worked for Wade was also how unpredictable his actions were throughout the runtime of the film because of these different personalities, which sometimes made for hilarious sequences, but sometimes frightening.
कौन? Say it! तुम हो कौन? साइकियाट्रिस्ट हो? मैं पेशेंट हूँ तुम्हारा.
मैं कंसर्न हूँ.
कितना अच्छा असर है तुम्हारे कंसर्न का. वाह, मैं कितना अच्छा फील कर रहा हूँ आजकल. ग्रेट, थैंक्स यार.
Number 2. Sanjay Dutt in Sanju. What's more intimidating than bringing a fictional character to life? Playing a real person on screen who is still very relevant in people's minds. Sanjay Dutt has had no less than a roller coaster ride when it comes to his life. From his acting career spanning over decades, to his drug addiction, to his time served in prison, Dutt's entire life has been a highlight reel in itself. So when director Rajkumar Hirani casted Ranbir Kapoor to play Sanjay Dutt in his 2018 biopic, even the producers of the same film had their reservations.
Said Ranbir Kapoor. So my immediate thing was, yaar, Ranbir Kapoor.
Could Kapoor be able to pull off this mammoth task of adopting that real-life aura of the immensely controversial figurehead? Spoiler alert, he bloody well would. Prosthetics and VFX to make him look like Dutt aside, Kapoor successfully brought a realism in this portrayal of Sanju on screen, without relying too much on mimicry and impersonation. The final product saw Dutt relive his well-documented life, not an actor acting to be Dutt. And that's a testament to Ranbir, who managed to hook viewers from the get-go and transport them into the storybook life of an actor we've all grown up watching. Regardless of what our subjective stance on Sanju's historical accuracies are, it cannot be argued that Kapoor was the main reason this film, upon its release, quite instantly became one of the highest Indian grossers of all time.
मुझसे रहा नहीं गया.
And number 1, Janardhan Jhakar, aka Jordan, in Rockstar. If Rajneeti in 2010 peacefully educated audiences of just how good of an actor Ranbir is, Rockstar next year punched our collective faces with the fact.
मुझे बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगता. मैं खुद अपने आप को अच्छा नहीं लगता. मुझे खुश नहीं होना चाहिए. यही सब चाहता था ना मैं.
मगर खुशी तो दूर दूर तक नहीं है, कहीं नहीं है।
This Imtiaz Ali directorial takes us through the life of a singer-musician who is heavily inspired by Jim Morrison but always fails to make it big because he lacks the it factor both in his music and his stage presence.
थोड़ा स्टाइल रख यार। अबे स्टेज पे है तू, थोड़ी स्टेज प्रेजेंस होनी चाहिए कि नहीं? एटीट्यूड।
He's then convinced by his mentor into believing that an artist needs to get his heart broken in order to understand the true essence of music. What then starts off as a harmless and humor-filled quest for heartbreak gradually becomes this unwanted path of pain, suffering, and self-destruction as the singer finally starts getting recognized. It won't be too far-fetched to say that his performance as Jordan not only catapulted Kapoor to the big leagues in the film industry, but also paved way for a new era of the younger generation to finally break through the shackles of the lead actors who had been dominating the scene for decades before them. Ranbir Kapoor was a young up-and-comer heading into rockstar. The guy who came out, though, was a superstar in Bollywood. And there you have it, guys. 5 best characters played on screen by Ranbir Kapoor. Did we miss any of your favorites? Let us know in the comments below.
I'm a virgin.
If you liked the video, please make sure to share it with your friends as much as possible. Also, let me know which other actors you'd want me to cover next. Please subscribe to the channel if you like this video. It's gonna help tremendously. I'll try to upload more videos frequently going forward, so your help would be much appreciated. For now though, have yourself a safe week ahead. This is Amir and I'll see you soon.